Hello everybody, my name is Jay Maurice with Lessons in Your Home, and this is Start Lessons TV. Today I want to talk to you teachers about student retention. And we know that it's so important for us to retain our students. It's important for them so that they can continue to grow as musicians, and it's important for us so that we can actually earn a steady income as music teachers and grow with our students and become better teachers to be able to teach them expanded literature, advanced techniques, and so forth. As in-home teachers, we have a tremendous advantage in terms of student retention. The number one advantage we have is that we get to see and speak to our parents on a weekly basis. This is something music teachers who teach at a school or a music studio don't necessarily have, but we do. And we have to learn how to take advantage of it with communication. And so there's really an important time to speak to parents during a student's progression. And we should think about students' progression in three areas. I like to use the example of a wave. The first is the crest of a wave. It's the very highest point of a wave. In terms of music lessons, these are when things are going great for students. Everything's awesome, they're practicing, the music sounds good, they're making progress at a noticeable rate, and all in all, everybody's happy. When we're at the crest of a student's wave, we don't really need a lot of communication with the parents because the product of what we're teaching in the lesson is evidently clear. Then we have the low point of the wave. That's called the trough. And the trough of the wave is when the wave is at its lowest point. In terms of a student, this is when they may be involved in other sports or other activities, or they're being pulled with homework, or progress on your instrument just isn't where it needs to be. This is a very natural part of being a musician. It's a very natural part of being a music student. We've all had it happen. But at this trough of the wave is where most students quit their lessons. And in terms of teaching music, we don't want that to happen, do we? So this is the point where communication becomes so crucial between you and the student's family. The main thing that you need to communicate here is that you have a plan and a purpose for a student in this trough. Because this trough, no matter how deep and dark it is very natural. So don't be so scared by it. And believe me, if you're scared of it, your parents are scared of it as well. They see your student not necessarily loving the lessons like they once were, not reaching the plateaus that they once did, but kind of struggling through some things. When we get scared as teachers, the main mistake we make here is being quiet. We lower our communication because we don't want to point the picture that anything's wrong. How about instead, when the lesson is in a trough, we up our communication. Let the parents know that we know about what's going on and that we have a plan for it. And if you're a good teacher, you know you have a plan for it. You know that we're going to take small baby steps to build confidence. We're going to make music exciting. We're going to demonstrate. We're going to share with them what we're playing, why it's important, and how it works. We're going to jump outside of the box and find a way to motivate that student. But if you take too long to do it and you don't communicate it, you'll lose your student, which is why you need to communicate while things are in the trough. The third area of the wave is right in the middle. We're fine there. Communication needs to be just a little bit, not over too much. So in conclusion, when the wave's at its highest point, the crest, very little communication is necessary. The music is talking for you. When the wave is at its lowest, the trough, we need a lot of communication, a lot of positive communication, and a lot of communication that lets parents know that we are in control and have a plan. And when the lessons are in the middle of this wave, just a moderate amount of communication, let the parents know what's going on. Some of the actions are going to speak for themselves. Sometimes you'll need to let them know what's happening. My name's Jay Maurice. I appreciate your time. Happy teaching and do your best.